I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is April 2nd, Wednesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So, a little bit tricky, obviously, because it's NFP, but we talked about, this video was made on 31st, talking about coming up here, squeezing up these imbalance and breakout traders, and then maybe rolling over, right? So we kind of did that, came up, and then we came up to here. We came to this gap. I think I forgot to mention this gap specifically, but the breakout level, but you see a little high right there. You'll see where I caught a sell here. But to take out that guy, because this is kind of like last resort, like, you know, shit's falling. They want to make sure they get that, but there is also a gap there. And then this video was yesterday. I talked about, you know, how are we gonna come up here? Are we gonna come up, you know, and then get into this area here? The 50%, 75%, that gap is sitting there. The 2 to 2.5 is there. This is the basic logic. But Asia and London already brought the price back down here. Okay, and well, we first popped up and missed the 50%. Okay. So that framed the day, actually, to show more bullishness. But when they missed that 50% and they came back down into the present week gap, that is what changes stories and ideas and blah, blah, blah. So let's kind of go into it here. As you see, we popped up and again, we missed that 50%. And then they retraced back hard, quickly, in a sense, and came back, got into that wick right there, and look at the bottom sitting there right at the gap. I mean, you got to recognize this type of stuff. This was the easy buy because we're not selling from here. That's for sure. I mean, I'm not selling from here. It's pretty logical to buy here, right? So let's see if we can, let's see if I can get into this. I got to make videos short. So I'm just going to start running through shit. If you don't understand, then you got to watch previous videos to get it. But there is a lot here too. Again, here, I did the projection from here. These two up candles on the 15-minute, actually three. There's a little down one right there. And then when we were here at 9:30, we're also, oh shit, give me a second here. Okay, sorry about that. So, you can see the projection here, 2 to 2.5, right? And we did wipe out yesterday's equal lows PM session lows right there. So that's also very key. So we've got liquidity, we've got a weekly key level, and that's also very, very important projection. And then let's get into the 9:30. I'm gonna do it this way. I don't want to keep showing trades, and I don't want to show all of them, but I want to show the understanding here of when 9:30 was here, and we have everything we just talked about. You can see it just tagged. The bottom right there, that's algorithmic. We push up with a fake. We have this inversion. I expect that to hold if this trade works. Oversold here on the 15, divergence going on. We have some room on the overbought here for the 4-hour. And again, they missed that 50% on the bearish daily imbalance. So boom. So first of all, we pushed down. If we're going to be bearish from here, first of all, I'm going to need to see order flow, and I'm going to need to see candles. You don't see no bodies here. Excuse me. So in this sense, I'm looking for a pump, dump, pump, or a buy, sell, buy, right? And look at this. This is a 15-minute candle. All right. And we still have 8 minutes left in it. And for me, this is signifying being bullish, obviously, right? Yes, they left a wick behind right there, but I'm over here trying to carry it to what? As you see, I'm measuring, I measured this last down candle. There's a couple ways to do this, so I can't go through all of it, but I'm measuring the last down candle on the 15-minute, and then I'm trying to get into this 2 to 2.5. It's coupled with this. I'm over here. I'm jamming the stop now, and it's a beautiful fucking trade. Now, at this point, I don't know exactly if it's going to keep going up, but algorithmically, it should be taking out all this easy liquidity. Look at these lower highs right here, right? So it's like they rush to get down here and wipe this out, and before they carry off, I mean, there's some other things I want to mention, but this higher low and these two highs, that's the finale. Yes, this made a high and retraced and made a high, and you think that's structure, but also the in general speaking, it can also just be two highs, and then I made this video yesterday, comes back for the real higher low, which is tight and squeezed out, and they take out some very internal important liquidity. So with that understanding, again, there's no buying here. I'm no selling here. It's just buying, right? So we pop up, we use that inversion, and we're just off, gone. Beautiful, just fucking beautiful. Now keep in mind, with this buy, we also have some very key levels here. We have the 25%, which is here of the bearish, of the bearish imbalance, which is right there, right? And you see that the bodies are sitting on the 4-hour right on there. Okay, that and the day's gap. It's this. You can see today's day's gap right there. It's literally laying on top of the top 25%. You see it, man. You see this, that's the gap right there, right? In the little red right there, you see that? So we have that, plus we have the midnight level. The midnight level is also there, and it's right there. Plus, when the 9:30 open and you got the opening range gap, and it's pretty large, they're doing that so people can think, oh, it's really selling, it's gonna sell, and then they come back up and whip it on them. But look at the confluence of also the previous settlement of Tuesday, which is right there. You see the high of the orange box. So I'm going to highlight this whole area here, and that's like super like magnet. Now, I'm squeezing here, and we get into the next trade here. We push up here, and I get squeezed out. So you see me taking the picture like right here or something, and then was it right there? I think I fixed. Yeah, I fixed the. So I changed this projection from the two candles itself only, right? And then we popping up into the 50% of that opening range gap. Then this thing pops in right here, right? Pops in. This is an imbalance. So the thing is they locked this price. Now the 15-minute is. As you see that, look how big that 15-minute candle is, dude. Just to tell you that this means it's very bullish, right? And again, here's the thing: you have to understand that even if I wanted it to come down, I don't care if it comes down. But we are at a bottom range. We do have a divergence on the daily. I know that's possible. I know that this is the bottom of a range, and it can possibly just keep buying up. I mentioned in some early videos that. That April could be possibly just buying back up to wipe out some of this sell liquidity that we made, and then may continue it down because we're in the bearish structure flow, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Generally speaking, if I'm making this type of thing, well, we end up coming here first. So, you have to be able to be flexible. You can't be married to something that too much, but you have to be able to be flexible. I'm saying all that to give you the logic, but this right here, like, I'm not buying that. You see this imbalance right here, and then this imbalance right here. I'm not fucking buying that. Like I'm not buying up here. Like it's for me, it's pretty much the show's over. I've already took move 1 in general. Okay, this ended up being 3 moves. But move 1, okay, and then I get out. Okay, so then this bounces, comes back up. Where does it come to? Comes to my area that I'm telling you that is confluence heaven, okay? So you have all that area. Now, what do I also have here? I have time involved. I have the 950 to 1010 right here, and we come up and we you see that we just swept all this liquidity. And guess what? We have this. See this breakout level right here? This level right there. See how we get real close to it? But the goal for them was to come up in here, obviously wipe out the liquidity, but to get this little breakout level here, right? With this imbalance, right? So, okay, perfect. I have time involved. I have the area involved. And what am I doing? I'm looking for, so this was a pump. Where's my dump? Now, I don't, it doesn't have, okay, it could have came all the way down here. Yes, I would have loved for it to come here. But guess what? It doesn't have to. Obviously, when it's this broken high, I mean, when it's this momentum locked in strength, you're going to get a most likely maybe a birdie day. So what that means is when you have these down candles, yes, it comes up and then it sweeps them. When I'm selling this, I'm looking for, so I got the pump and I'm looking for a dump, right? It doesn't have to be a dump down here. It could be it's just a buy, sell, buy. If it's a bullish pump dump, then it resumes with a pump. Okay. But the goal here of selling this is because you can see this last down candle, not last down candle. So this push down, this wick popped up into the last up candle, and I'm getting filled at the tick because it's literally hitting that. I made a video in the last 2 videos about that. Go watch them. You can see the strength closing with this candle here underneath the daily. Then it opens and shoots down. Okay, cool. I'm in the money. This projection wasn't done right. I was seeing if it what it looked like at the time, if it was gonna come lower. Okay, but I also have the measurement here corrected, fixed here. You can see, and then we are just tapping that 3. Look at the 3.5 to 4 right there. Look, it's the same level. See that? So this is what gives me the kind of like the go ahead to like, okay, let's take this sell. And I'm looking for a pump and dump. Okay, so 1, 2. Now, I don't know if it's going to keep going or if it stops and it buys. In a birdie day, well, I go back to what I was saying. See these last 2 down candles? Or even the last one, just the last down candle right here. See how we come right into that last down candle? So what they'll do is they push up lock price. And this is experience I'm just telling you about. But they'll lock price. They'll put some down candles as a demand area, some people call it. And then they'll dig into it. So we have this imbalance here. I didn't draw this one here. I didn't need it. But I understood I'm not buying that. And then they came into here. We digged into it and we made a final push. Why am I also pushing sell here? Because there's 3 drives. I'm looking at it. See, the first drive, yeah, they're ugly. You don't expect it to just be one fucking candle. Like, you know, a couple candles each, retrace. It's kind of small, so it doesn't, I don't really like to count that, but it's fine. In the big picture of things and the time, it's still early in a sense. Okay, push 2. This gets 3 drives in itself, retraces back into the imbalance, and then we get the 3rd drive. Beautiful. Okay. So that's the whole framing of this. And I'm at key levels here and understanding plus the projection 3.5 to 4. Now I'm not sitting here bearish or anything. I'm just taking a number 2 trade and I want to be pushing out of the market and getting away because I don't need to be fucking around. Today could be very, very, very wild and it ended up being beautiful. Anyways, so as you can see right now, the 4-hour candle is dipping back into the wick, but it's one of those wicks where it just taps in. It doesn't really go to 50% or the 25%. It's in the top 25%. So this is what the logic is. Okay, cool. Guess what? So now we get all this. See how we made this demand area. And you notice how the same logic of all this is also happening right here, right? So when let me try to okay, so when we got in here, look at the bodies still sitting there. All right, look at the body still sitting inside. The wick, yes, colored outside the line, but it doesn't take out that low of the imbalance. And you would have thought that I would have thought that it would have hit this 25. Not 25, but this, what is this? Yeah, no, it's not the 25%. It's the bottom of the bearish imbalance, the first line. So it's right there. They look how they missed it by a hair. So anyways, this is holding price. This is very common in a birdie day, a very bullish day. Okay. Do you see more of that? Well, what do? We pop up. this is all time distortion here. All this right here is time distortion. It's really this high. So this is a buy, and then I took the sell, and then this would be another buy, and then that would be another sell for the retracement. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. But all this in between is just funky time distortion. And even with this stupid little raid right there, it doesn't mean anything. It's all real still going for the leg here. Okay, so it pushes up, retraces back, obviously breakout level, comes right back to that, misses this on purpose. This is not for that right now. This is when I took the sell. So we retrace back where? Well, we have this down candle as an inversion. Let me show you that. See how it taps it? And it's also hitting this bullish imbalance right there. So those are coupled together. X marks the spot where they overlap. And that's just explaining this here. But really, this is the higher low to higher high to then higher low, right? So then what does it do? Pushes up, breaks out. Now, this is the exact same thing as what I'm talking about here, in a way. You see how it pops up, and then, and keep in mind, this is the 50% level. That line right there is the 50% level of the bearish imbalance right there. Look how we tag it perfectly twice, but they're equal highs. They didn't rate it. They're literally the same level. I actually caught this, and I'm not even going to show it. But this right here, see this? This is coming into the London close, and we want to see some type of retracement. It didn't go low, and I'm surprised it didn't take like any of these guys, but it's very bullish. So again, down candles holding right here, and it's sitting inside it. Doesn't touch the previous settlement or any of these levels. I believe they did that on purpose. Even if you did this inversion here, you could see, I have it already highlighted. You can see if you dragged it out, when we pop up, you expect that to hold, and it's holding there nicely. Again, I'm not buying any of that. I'm not buying any. I'm sorry. Just have a nice day. I need to buy at extremes or sell at extremes, and then you can see overbought right here. And then take that, which is nice. But see, we tagged that 50% level. That's a weekly level, okay? And it's tagging algorithmically perfectly. Look at that. It's fucking perfect. Okay, so you can see on the 15-minute. Look at that, tweezer tops or whatever. So okay, I take the sell. Come in here to the breakout level. That's all I wanted. I'm not gonna buy this though. I'm not. Yes, it was a nice oversold. But this thing can dip down. Who knows? Guess what it does? Keeps buying. So, okay, back to this. We break above that 50%. What does it do? Access support. Right there. See the candles? Then it pushes up, comes back. Pushes up, comes back. Pushes up, comes back. Down candles are all holding support. And that's the kind of logic I'm talking about here. It's kind of like, yeah, we broke through this here, but that's, you want to see some type of liquidity raid if it's a retracement, right? So this higher low to higher high, there's only the liquidity of the momentum traders. There's no really swing lows here, but this is how they did it dirty. It doesn't matter, this to this, and it's not really a real good retracement. It is considered for this range here, but from here to here, it's not really good. That's why the selling back into it is logical for me, and especially it being the London close. Anyway, this up and down price here is getting held here, and it's just constantly pushing up. But where does it go? We get to the top 25% of the bearish daily imbalance right there. So we tag it right there. See how we tag it? We're tagging. So we're rushing for it, right? Like at any point, you can understand that buying here is fine as well, because algorithmically we are knowing where it's getting drawn to. Okay, fine. It's banging here. This was all manipulation bullshit. So we tag that level, and then we come retrace back into this imbalance. I don't even have it highlighted. And then pops up again, and then boom, now it's support. Sits on top, and where does it go? Where does it go? So this was the logic, in general speaking, about what I was talking about getting up here, or, you know, past here, then this gap right here is really eyesore. But that high right there, see that little high right there before it dumps. So I understand that that's where it's going algorithmically. Let me go back to this. So we're drawing right to it. Boom. We draw right to it, dude. Like right to it. And if you look to your left, this is why I make videos long. I'm gonna try to do this. See the gap. We're talking about that gap right there. Oh my god. You can see this on an hour too. I'm gonna show it to you on an hour. Come on. Okay. See that little swing? See that little high right there? We tag that. That's when the momentum people are saying, "Hey, yo, we're selling." Right? We caught in this. We were in this shit. And when we caught this right here, see that little swing high? They're tagging that guy. Okay. Just so now that you saw, well, you know what? I want to show you on a 1 hour real quick. Right there. You see it? Right there? See that guy right there? This 10 o'clock from Friday? And we tagged that. Okay, perfect. And I'm like, yo, this is too good to be true. So, nice little overbought here. And tagging it here. And boom, I execute without no hesitation. And then if you look at the if you look at the projection that I did here, not really good screenshot there, but you can see this right here. See this projection right here I have? So I did it from this swing, from this low to high that I did not buy, that I should have bought, but it's okay. I did that swing there, 1 and 1.5, and then the 2 is right here. You can see the 2 right there. And the 2 is sitting inside that gap, literally. Okay. So this is to explain this sell. Now, can I have held this? Probably, but I don't know if it's going to whip up higher to seal more of the bearish imbalance. And remember, we're also tagging that bearish daily imbalance right here. Remember this guy right here? See this? The one we were using all in the past weeks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Real close. All right. But the understanding is what's more important. All right, let me leave that alone. And that's that higher high, higher low structure back retracing. Very simple. So this is external liquidity out here coming back into internal. And then you eventually, if you're flowing with this still, then you want to see it roll over. Now, with this trade here, I'm getting filled because I have the gap. Do you have this gap on your chart? Who has this gap on their chart? I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't have this gap on their chart. If I didn't have this gap on my chart, it would be a little bit random, to be honest, right? But I know that's a weekly level. Okay, cool. I catch it. And guess what? I'm trying to hold that bitch for what? I'm trying to hold it for some type of big dump because this is technically all move one. If you look at it, there's higher highs and higher lows for structure, but there's no real pullbacks. So when we bust through, I know that we just busted through this level. When we got into this funky price right here and we popped up, like that's a breakout level because we were not even here even. This is why I got this first green level. So I had 3 levels in interest here, because that's a breakout level. See how we bust right through? And then here, we bust right through. I talk about this every day, right? And then we have here, which is why am I, I don't need it to come here. I'd like for it to come here, but I really couldn't hold it to here. But I just wanted to take the profit, to be honest with you. I was squeezing it out. But why am I holding the circling this? Obviously, man, we just got done talking about how many important levels are laying on top of each other. We have the midnight level, we have the daily gap in the red, and then we have that little black line in the background. That's the 25% of the bearish daily right there. And then we have the previous settlement, plus we have that swing low. So we have all that. And I was mad at myself that I didn't hold it because I knew it was going there, but at the same time, I was like, I wasn't sure. So I measured this right here. These two, forget this thing right here, because this is just in case that we really come down, and we don't know. We might be doing that as we're speaking, but so don't pay attention. I wasn't really concerned about that. But this, I measured these 3 up candles. You can see 3.5 to 4. We come in, we tag it, we get underneath this breakout level, and that's all I was really trying to do. And it was a beautiful trade, and I'm glad I held it. And it just went really quickly from the overbought to the oversold, right? So yes, it was dancing on it, but dancing again, and it did more. But let's go back to price action now, and you will see that when I got out here, I was gonna take another sell here to drive for the final drive, but look how they did it, and they spooked me. So like I got squeezed out somewhere here. Once we digged in, and I got squeezed out. So it made a low. And I was like, I was going to try to get into this sell right here as it popped in, but I was like, it's a little shallow. But then I was looking for a control of price type of thing, where like kind of like this candle, like this up candle, we pop in it and then we come back and we pop in it. You see how we're popping in it many times? Yes, it takes out that candle and that candle, but really that's the one that's in control. You'll see it like kind of like this. This is in control. I'm not drawing all this, dude. But I was trying to get into that. But I did not. I decided to just just walk away. But what did it do? So it made this low, and then I would want it to see it pop in and then sell from here. What did it do? It came back up again. So yes, that's also fine to do that, but I'm not getting involved because it's easily to whip up, right? For another higher low. Who knows? And let me fix this. Got to make videos short. Oh, look at this. Oh, dude, look where it just bounced right off of, bro. Stop it. Oh my God, these people are tripping. Is there any Trump talks about report on foreign trade barriers, lower prices for consumers. Okay, so here's another U.S. to impose 10% across the board tariffs on all imports. Okay, so here's my yeah, because Trump was talking at 4 o'clock, wasn't he? Yeah. So, dude, and I was gonna buy this right here. Oh my god. Look, now we're going into this area here to wipe out more liquidity, and now we have sealed that bearish imbalance, and we just tagged that gap right there. Might be a nice sell, to be honest. But and this is why I like this buy, but it did not come and hit well, they did that on purpose too. Let me fix this. They did not hit that level with the bottom 25%. And they didn't hit the daily gap, which was perfectly fine, because they didn't want to be like, oh, it's pretty obvious that we're, hitting that level again. So they left that. And then they made them equal lows. And they didn't take them out. And so did Dow. Look at higher low, higher low, higher low. So that's the reason why I also didn't buy that. I was interested in it, but I was like, fuck that. I ended up catching this sell here to here. But why did I say that? Because, okay, so anyways, this popped up, and then it made the legs down, and it came and tapped fucking where we just talked about. Ooh, conveniently took out that low before they went up, right? So and you look on the 15-minute. I'm looking at it like this, dude. Like this was move 1. And then move 2. And that's what I was trying to do with that sell, was trying to be move 2, because the range is big. And we're coming back to a 50. If this is a speaker, if you look at it as a speaker, right, you can see the highs and the lows. From this range to that range, what I have highlighted, from that low to that high, where's 50%? Sitting right here. That's why I wanted to get into this guy right here when I took the sell, and I wanted to hold it. But I don't need to be right. I'm just here to take profit. Anyways, so this is move 1, push up. Move 2. Obviously, we know it's very bullish because look at that 15-minute candle. So came back to 50%. I'm not even measuring it, just understanding. And then move 3 just happened now, right? So you have, when I count these numbers, right, and these moves, I had a feeling it was going to be really bullish, only because we were at a bottom of a range with the divergence. And when everybody and their mother said, "Oh, my broker told me to buy here," I was like, "Oh, we're gonna come down one more time." I even told them that at dinner. I was like, if all of you want to buy and your brokers are telling you buy, wait for it to come down one more time." And I told them that. And look what we did. We did come down. So now this is the fake. This is not the fake, but like this is pushing up, so it can now wipe out the sellers very, very easily. Even if I did the range from here to here, you'll see that 50% was where, right? So, and I didn't mark this yesterday, but I thought that was pretty obvious of what I was trying to say here, right? Like that's the range from high to low, coming up here and seeing if it rolls over. That was kind of what I meant. And then, but as you see here, we're coming higher, right? Which is fine. I mean, they're wiping out these easy sellers. Dude, this was easy. Remember, this was fucking easy to sell, guys. We talked about this when we were selling it. So, but with the news and the tariffs and then, Trump talking about the tariffs and this and that, perfect way to just push up the price and just get more into here. So very, very nice. Again, back to this, when the price came down and tagged the area that I wanted, it bounced back up. Okay. And then look where it hit. It hit the 50%. That's why these daily and weekly bearish imbalances, the 50% level is just like a magnet. Didn't I say that was going to be a nice sell right there? We'll see how that ends up panning out. But so this could be the last drive up for a lower high to then come back down. We don't know. But with the tariffs thing, it's gonna. I mean, to me, in just common sense, it means that prices would stay low only because, or the market would stay low only because that makes things harder for everybody. Yes, they can relay the price to a customer or whatever, and that could increase the value of things too, to push it back up, right? But we're not like really bothered with all that. Like we're when you look at the bearish flow of 2022, that's very, very, very like obvious that so we did this low retrace, which is back up here. Then we pushed down. And then we popped up with these. I said these days would kind of like try to kind of fan up and then come down for another lower low. So this is a lower high. That is a lower low. I mean, there's no question that that's not the case, right? Right now, this is a lower high, like for sure, right? So are we like in an economy where we're going to keep pushing up? I don't see all-time highs. You never know. It's easy for them to push up and then even still come back down. It didn't take, how many days did it take for them to do what they needed to do? But at present time, this is a lower high. And that's a lower high here. So now it's kind of like we popped up with this lower high, and then do we come back down to wipe them out? Look at the daily, look at that wick. Stupid. It barely tapped. That's that top 25%, like that 4 hour I was talking about. Okay, anyways, I gotta go, dude. So then once you kind of make drives down, then they come up and then they wipe out all the lower highs that we're making now to then come lower. And we'll see if that happens. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I'm getting a little like, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Because again, this is the bottom of a range and we really could speaker out again. See how this speaker looked like this? Who says we can't come up top here? Who says we can't come up here finally get to this breakout level. Again, you notice I'm not bullish or bearish. I'm bearish, but the logic of, can we pop up and sweep that and get to this breakout level more? And then now it has done this. Okay, I gotta chill, man. Can it do this on the daily and then come back down for a big speaker? Yeah, sure, dude, sure it could. But right now, I'm not really looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like, okay, we're getting into this bullish inversion on the daily, this blue. Boom. I'm going to move this over. I know this is starting to look crazy. And almost hit that 25%. That's why I think it'll still probably come up. But if it's really heavy, it won't hit that. But that's the logic there. Coupled with the gap. Look at that gap that we just hit. This gap is from right here. From March 23rd, Sunday, right there. See that? Now let me do this. Okay. Not really helpful. Okay, let me just do it like that so it's more visible. Okay, we hit that gap. We retraced back. Wiped out the buyers. Look at that beautiful. Oh, fuck me, dude. I wanted to buy this. I thought about it, but I was like, dude, you guys are suspect. This is more of a reason why they would come down. Just like when they made those equal lows right there for the PM session of yesterday and we came down. This tells me that we might be coming down to grab that because that's like really obvious. But look, getting back to real quick, look how we tagged that 50% here with that breakout level. When this happened, I took this out, actually. And I actually took it on my phone. I wasn't even by the computer. I had nothing marked here. And then when it tagged, I was like, bro, that's a perfect level to come back down. What I was trying to take this out for what? Can you imagine where I was trying to take this out when it tagged that 50% level? Where do you think I took the trade to a minimum? Where do you think I took this out to a minimum? Where do you think I took it? Right there. See this? 3 down candles and that imbalance coupled together, breakout, boom, started coming right into it. Up, and then you trail the candle, and then guess what? It doesn't break that low. Boom, you get this bullish strong candle, just like that strong candle right there. You got to recognize these things. Look at this. Look at this strong candle right there. See that? Get the 3 candles there. Also that one right there when I took the buy. Anyways, just price action, candle price action, candle techniques, or I don't know, whatever a better word is, analysis. Then it comes down here. Okay, fuck, I'm not fucking with these people. The power hour starts right away. Boom. Right when it hit that 3 o'clock, that candle popped up. I was like, oh shit. So anyways, not playing with them. Guess what they do? They come above. And then they come right back to that 50%. Why? Well, dude, they just sold from there. I sold from right there. Pops above it. That's a breakout level. Oh, what's right there? Oh, an imbalance. Look at that breakout level right there. Boom. Right? So, very logical. And then they use the news, or while he's talking, to push it up even higher. To wipe out anybody who was holding this sell. And I told you, I was thinking about holding this sell. I was thinking about holding this sell for what I drew here. Same idea. Just went over here. I don't have to be perfect here. I'm just giving you logic. Even fucking here. You know, when we popped up with the drives up and then to sell off. Again, I'm not married to I'm married to the higher highs and higher lows coming into here. But I'm not married to selling only from here and holding. I'm not swinging nothing. I'm not doing any of that. So you've got to be able to think. So that's why I said when I took this fucking sell, I mean, I can't prove it any more than that. I literally screenshot it right before I get knocked out. And guess what? I'm not interested in being right to come down here. I'm interested in taking this fucking trade and taking the profit. And that's very, very logical. Very, very logical. Okay, so I know I've said enough. 39 fucking minutes. I got to do something different. And then there you go. I was just going to say dollar is also in the picture of pushing down more. We were already down before this happened, so that was also helping us push up. So that was another key. If you looked at bonds as well, bonds was pushing up, and yields was also actually kind of coming down too. So that's that. And then I'm looking at some other screens real quick. All right, so for right now, I'm really thinking that this is a nice area to sell from where we are. And sure enough, whew, told you that was a nice sell. Told you that shit live. Told you that shit was a nice sell. Oh, wee. You think I'm gonna be involved in that? And what better way? Look, oh my, what better way? What better way to accomplish this shakeout right here? Look at that. Didn't I just fucking tell you that was a beautiful sell? Oh wow. Holy shit, bro. Hold on. I need to think real quick. Let me just move this over so it's not like fucking. Wow. I'm trying to move this over so it's not like overlapping. Wow. Oh, where do you think they're going? Oh, what a fucking coincidence. I can't make this up, bro. Look. What I fucking tell you? What did I tell you? But see, happening fast with Trump, I love the market, dude. I really do. But man, it's a bitch. It's a motherfucker too. Oh Lord, yo, look. So look what they did here. So we were right the whole time. We were talking about higher high, dude. I can't make this up. Look at this: higher highs, higher lows popping up, and then selling off. I am not getting involved in this trade, and it's after 4:15, dude. I am not being involved. Look at this. They just wiped. Oh Lord. So that's what I was just saying. See, so remember these. See this higher high, higher low, higher high on the 15-minute over here, and then we come back for the middle liquidity for the internal liquidity. So we did the same thing here. We had the high, we had the higher low, we had the higher high, and then we're coming in to wipe that out. Where are we? Wow, you don't say. So remember this motherfucker right here? Remember this? Remember this right here? Remember when I took this sell and I had this highlighted green? I meant to put this red, but I didn't. Shit was happening so fast. Why did I highlight this area? Because this was a breakout level. Remember when this pushed really hard in that 15-minute imbalance? Look how we broke right through that high and that high. I'm being very specific about where that is. See that shit? Are you going to tell me that we just came right to my little buddy right there? Did we just come right to my little buddy right there? Oh, well, we're about to. About to right now. Boom, we just hit it. Oh, I moved it a little bit. Oh, we just hit that breakout level. I'm going to show you this one. Forget the rest of them. Bam. Bro. See, so this is how I maneuver and the logic, and I'm so happy that I got to see this live. But what sucks, well, which is good, I'm happy that I didn't hold this trade. I took that bitch out. Okay, cool. So this is, so the range, so when I count these numbers, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's one way to do it. Oh, and what did I tell you about this week? I said that we were going to be referencing this fucking week all day. Just like we did when it was on this week. See this March 16th Sunday? Remember, we came below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, and we stopped and then we gapped, remember? So I was saying we were referencing that all week. Dude, that's fucked up. Yo, these fucking bastards, bro. Excuse my language if you have kids watching. I'm sorry. But yo, that's not fair, bro. I'm sorry, that's not fair. I mean, I'm not getting involved with that, and I could have sold it. I could have. Look how we tapped that bullish. I'm gonna move this over so you can see it. See how we tapped that bullish? Oh, it's off. It's not supposed to be like that. Why is it off? Oh, I never fixed it back to the the low itself. Damn, I'm making this video too long. Yeah, because I put on the wick instead of the. Okay, we're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it like that, just to make this simple. Okay. Um, why is this still huge? These fucking bastards. Okay, real quick. So I was talking about even yesterday or the day before, like maybe popping up into that bullish imbalance. Okay, cool. We did. Look at the top. Look at the bottom 25%. We miss it by a hair. All right, and then we break lower and we come back into that imbalance right there, and it's the bottom of the look. Look at the bottom of the daily imbalance of that bullish, the blue. Look how we tag underneath it. What's right there? You're forgetting that there's a gap right there too. Don't forget there's a gap right there. See that shit? Boom. And that's algorithmic. And then what are they doing? They're hunting for coming down. Where? Right back to the motherfucking weekly gap. Also, another reason why we're coming back down like that, because we have on the gap, we have a body above, which is this Monday candle, and it closed above it, the gap. But it's technically only offered buy side or up. Whereas the candle that closes down, we don't have one. The next Tuesday ended up opening up, and then yeah, it came down, and it tagged into the wick of the Monday, but it closed up here. So we don't have a bearish candle close here. Bro, look how these bitches did it. Okay, now I'm going back and change. Well, after they did all this, now my mind is either this is a data high, or they just fucking suckered everybody. Look at the overbought right here. And this is the 50% on the 4 hour is also stuck, right? I said that we were kind of hitting it, and it's possible that they hold it. Dude, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. That's unfair. That's unfair, dude. Like, I mean, I could have pushed sell. I mean, I was telling you about hidden sell right there, but I'm not getting involved. That would have been oh my god, that dropped like, what was that? Dude, we're talking about like 600 points, right? Bro, stop it. Man, I'm happy I made the decision to get out of that sell right there, boy. Because again, I wanted to hold it for this same logic, but look how they rated it with fucking Trump. Dude, that's not fair, bro. That's not fair. And we're going to come back probably to these here because it's a breakout level. See that level? See those lows? Dude, that's not fair, bro. Like, that's not fair. But look how it closed. Look how this closed and opened literally on that same level. That's why I was talking about this area. Got it. This is super fire, bro. All right, so this is starting to get messy. But almost hit that 3.5 to 4 here. I don't need that. Let me see what this looks like. Cause I just did this with this. Let me see if I do the whole range. Almost hit it. No, not perfect. I'm gonna delete that. I don't need it. So yeah, man. Wow. Look at that. From the 50% here, right back to that gap here. So you think that's random? So I took that. But you think that's random? That's not fucking random, right? Buying right there is not random. These are all algorithmic levels. No one in their right mind is going to be able to see that unless they understand algorithmic levels, because I breakout level though for buying, but I made a long video. Fuck. So I was, man, what I was trying to get back into is this right here. This is why the 930 for me was a great buy as well. When I took that buy, you had lower lows with with Nas and S&P, right, by a hair, and then higher lows with Dow. Boom, pushed up. And then this was a night when I took this sell into here, and then you had a higher low here. This was why I was a good buy, but I'm just not playing with them. I'm not playing with in the middle of a range, generally speaking. So I'm just put it like that. But there was a confirmation to buy that, right? And you had time involved. It was 11:50. Okay, so we retraced for lunch for the London close, and then lunch kind of continued it up. Then they waited till 1:10 to retrace it after pretty much lunch is damn near over. And then these were all equal lows, so dirty but in harmony, and then pushed it up here. What do we have here? We got a divergence here with these candles. I'm just using candle divergence here. So this, that looks like that takes out that high, but you can see Nas taking out that high right there, and then look at these two candles here, the lower highs right there, bro. Look at this. I fucking knew it. Oh wow, I was right. Because I was starting to feel like, okay, well, can we, how high can we really go, right? And that's why I was like, this is a good area to sell. It didn't get into the 3.5 to 4 here, which I mentioned yesterday. I thought that was going to be probably pretty extreme. I'm over here doing the video, and dude, I can't imagine if I was not doing the video and I saw this. This would have been a fucking phenomenal trade, dude. Oh, I'm done doing videos, man. This shit is wow. Let me see. What can I say here now? I need to be done, but let me just do this. Let me just do this swing here to here. All right. Man, let me use a higher time frame. I'm gonna use just that wick on the 1 hour, maybe. Wow. Wow. I can't believe I'm making this way too long. So you're not confused, right? You can see what's happening here, right? All right, that's there. That's there. So just the wick itself on the 1 hour, 2 to 2.5, we just reached that. Just squeezed everybody buying here. And that's what I was saying here. When we dropped here and we came up, look how many times we came down before we kind of went back up. So I'm not saying that we're still bearish right now, even though it looks like we are. What I'm saying is that popping up here and coming back down here is very logical to me, because they're squeezing everybody out unless they want to really push it back. But dude, let me tell you something. I haven't seen a 600-point drop. Actually, it's more. So it was, what was this? Let's just, all the way, big figure numbers. When we were down here, this is also the 19,000 level, right? The 19,000 level is a big figure number. We came up here to what? We came to the 20,000 level. So that's 1,000 points. They swung that. Big figure levels. And then they're coming back damn near to it, right? So there's so much to say. This is starting to look ugly. Maybe I'll clean it up on my own time. Let me see. Trump's auto tariffs will cover all computer imports, including lab. Anyways, I'm not even able to read that. But wow, wow, just wow, wow. This market fucking dropped. I mean, damn near 1,000 points. Right now we're at 900. No, yeah, well, yeah. Right now we're about 900 points drop, some shit like that. Boom. And I was talking about this week pushing up. Look how the weekly got real close to the previous week's open. So that's another factor of what's really going on here. So this is very close. Let me just do that. You can't see it. Great. See that shit? So that weekly open right there from that was there it is. That's that gap I was talking about. And that's I don't think it hit it perfectly, but it got real close. So that's also a logic. And yeah, this thing looks like it's rolling through. I mean, you didn't drop 1,000 points and have all one fucking hour candle. Dude, that's bogus, bro. I'm telling you right now, that's bogus as fuck. But we were talking about um we were talking about pushing up with this week, all right, and then it turning back around to be bearish. So, pretty close, pretty fucking close, buddy. And yeah, because for a moment I was like, the way they were pushing it, I was like, maybe they're gonna really push it up because of Trump and what that does to the market. But I thought about it like while we were on the video here, and I was like, well, that should make prices be lower if it's gonna be more expensive. Things are tighter, and we're just running right through it, dude. We're running right through. Oh my god! But see, when we came back down, I can understand that you were thinking, oh well, he said it was gonna pop up here and then sell down. But guess what? We have a lot to do in the day. I knew this week was gonna be funky as fuck. Take your profit and run. But we didn't hit that 50%. Could it mean that it's really heavy and bearish? Sure, it could. But like, we ain't selling from here. Ain't nobody in their right mind selling from here, bro. We just not selling from here. It just doesn't make any sense unless we saw like candlestick order flow. Like we I did not mean to make this long, but because this is happening live, I'm staying on. But it's not like we got like another candle printed and closed, then popped up, then closed. None of that. It's just wicks, right? So, holy shit, dude. So I did that measurement the way I did it. I'm going to actually put it from here to here because that really makes more sense. But, well, let me do it from the candles. Just a little refined. We're going to that too. I mean, dude. Damn, buddy. Oh my god. I'm not gonna get mad because I said this is a big possible sell. I can't imagine if I just took this right now, bro. Oh, dude, the amount of money that is. It's like 1,000 points. It's so let's just say 900 points times 8,000. Oh my god, bro. Oh. Yeah, so 900 points times 8,000 is like, what is that? $72,000? And it took like how many minutes? Like fucking no, not even 30 minutes. Wow. Wow. Oh. So again, dollar was pushing down, wiped out all those guys, speakering out, and then popped the fuck back up. But the general gist of it coming down was us going up, right? But remember, we are bearish and we were looking for a lower high. I mean, I made plenty of videos of us, coming up and then selling off for another lower high. But and that's how it panned out. I mean, yeah, no, this is bogus. I don't. So now let me redo the video. Not video, but let me do the ideas. It's already panning out, so I don't really need to. So I'm assuming that they want to come for this low right here. So look at this candle. I'll say this last. See this weekly candle? It's bullish. Remember when we dropped in oh, you can't see it there. When we dropped in August, this was August. Yeah. When we dropped in August and then we popped right back up with a wick. Here it's different here. That's this area right here. right here. But on the futures chart, it's different. Notice how that candle is only a bullish candle. See when it dropped, it gapped, and then it pushed back up. It's only offering an up candle. Where's the bearish candle? That taps in it, but see that for me, that's very suspect. So 50%, look to your right, coming to 2 and 2.5, and then 3.5 to 4 would literally take out that. So I think that's the next objective right there. Right there. So we push down, and dude, it's only Wednesday. That's going to be very interesting how the rest of NFP plays out. But this is why you don't play around with the market anymore until now, post NFP. So wait after NFP fucking trades. Are there going to be moves every day? Yes, but you want to wait for NFP to fucking roll out, and then you get better data. And I don't need to put this on the daily, do I? It's kind of sloppy here. Wow, this is my longest video. I'm sorry. Hour and what did I just say? Fucking hour, damn. Okay. And then damn near random, just getting right back into this bearish imbalance. Here. This is what? This is and then that bullish. If I highlight the bullish with the gap, you'll see that this bullish, just give me a second. Oh my God. Now my wife's home. It's way too. And you can see that we also, let me close the doors. You'll see that we're hitting that 50% there too. They overlap, that bearish and this bullish, so that's pushing it down. Again, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, coming down for another lower low. And that's why I said when we were breaking this first low that we were definitely bearish. I said that here when we dipped down on Monday, I said we're definitely bearish because of the order flow. Just pretend it's a 1 minute time frame, right? And yeah, that's that. Let's look at Dow real quick. And Dow was kind of holding up, but popped into their gap. And they tagged their last up candle. These are all key levels. Boom, perfectly. Oh my God. Stop it. Look at that. Bearish. Lower low, lower high. And this is for them internally, probably a lower low, lower high, lower low. If that's going to be the flow, I'm not saying that it's still going to be, but I think it is. But that's a little too perfect. Now we came down here. So do we get back in the wick? We have that data wick now. It's pretty unfair that the way they dropped that. So I'm thinking that they're going to come back up. Oh, we got a divergence here with Dow right here. So this might be a nice push back up. Just to get into maybe this imbalance or breakout level. But they already kind of did that with Dow. So I'm thinking it's still kind of heavy. But that is a higher low with Dow. And then we have lower lows with NAS and S&P. Again, do we want to come back up into these guys right here? Maybe not, because of the fact that they've already accomplished them trying to come down so fast. It's kind of like this idea here. Well, no, because we did come to it. It's kind of like this idea here where we broke through this low. And then like we just never fell short. We fell short of it. So it's like, okay, we might not be able to make it this high. And then now we're only dealing with this low and that low, right? Or the gap really for the present week. And we maybe pop up here and we continue off. I don't know what else I could say. I know I've said way too much and done too much. And then I was also mentioning that it looked like they can kind of slowly push up a little bit just to squeeze out people. And I was saying that this area might be locked. And they sure did that. So they've already done the support resistance here. They're just coming up to squeeze out anybody who had that logic and won. But then now we're also here. So I don't know. I would need to see this to keep going through, kind of like these legs right here. See how we pop up here and we come back down again? So this, are we just coming back to then slowly drive back up? I don't know. I doubt it though. I would expect a new lower low for all these people, man. But I gotta go. You guys take care and God bless.